for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Carr. Catch is made by Hunter Renfrow. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 15 yards on the play, 1st down. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up a touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
Carr completes it. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Mike Williams that time. And now it's 3rd down. Again, they'll throw with Carr. He's got a man open. It's Hunter Renfrow. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. That one good for 7 as this long drive continues and the chains move again. Carr now on 1st down, escaping the pressure right. The open man here, Renfrow. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. 25 yards that time. Now Carr again. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Mike Williams, his 11th touchdown of the year, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Gostkowski the extra point, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And to be frank, they're just in a tough spot. It's only November, already eliminated from playoff contention. I know their fan base doesn't want to hear that, but that's the case. Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. Joe Schobert. Give him the credit for the sack and a loss of 14 yards. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stuff. Eluding the pressure right. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Now a late flag comes in as they got him down via the face mask, and that'll give him even better starting position. So the face mask puts them in even better shape than they were in, as they'll have a short field here on 1st and 10. Carr going to throw. Looking deep for his tight end, Ertz. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Breaking the huddle, 1st and goal as the return team has set him up with golden field position. Shotgun now for Carr. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Mike Williams, his second touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And his guys have taken the lead. Extra point good by Gostkowski. And that makes the score 14-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That's fielded in the end zone. But he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And this shot downfield on second down is brought in. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Travis Kelce, his fourth touchdown on the year, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Point after, right down the middle. Pretty entertaining start. 14-all the score on EA Sports. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left. We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders. That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a two-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going. Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. He sets to fire deep. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down. One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. So this has been a lot like a tennis match, hasn't it? Back and forth. Both these offenses having their way so far. So maybe the question isn't who's going to score the most points in this game. Maybe it's who's going to get some stops. Yeah, absolutely. And that sack, finally a first step in the right direction for a stop. He's airing it out for Williams. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down. Definitely worth taking another deep shot here. He's already found the end zone twice here in the first half. Yeah, go back to that same well. They've had trouble containing him, but able to contain him on that play.
Let's go. Let's go. At their own 16-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front. Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display. Buying time to his left. Got his man. That's the Pro Bowler Julio Jones. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. Nice play for Kansas City, picking up the first 18 yards that time. From the 34 now, here's first and 10. To throw, it's Mahomes. And he will find his man on the outside. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run. So on the other side of the field now, it's first and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive.
Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up. Out, out, out. 15.
Working from the gun, Mahomes flushed out right. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. Give him 15 yards on that one. Kansas City has a first down. Now a first down carry. It's Michel. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. They go play action. Now Mahomes. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32.
Enough takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs. On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes. And he fires one that's intercepted. It's the Pro Bowler Luke Kuechly that picks it. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45.
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
Now after the INT, it's Carr. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Tyrann Mathieu, normally known for the pass coverage. This time, a sack. 2nd quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down. Talk about a big first half. Already has the 2 touchdowns, adding to his receiving total there and picking up the first down.
He's coming off the line so fast. I think he's intimidating the defensive backs with his explosiveness, and he's chipping away at their confidence.
18 yards on that one, and Chicago has the first.
I like that one, partner. They go back-to-back with excellent gains. And really, it shouldn't be a surprise who they were throwing the ball to. He's their best guy.
Yeah, we knew that they would get him involved early. They're doubling down on getting him involved early.
Don't be surprised they'll come right back to him again. They haven't shown the propensity to be able to stop him.
29. Get down.
Into the red zone, it's Carr. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. 3rd touchdown pass now for Derek Carr as his guys are able to regain the lead. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now here's Mahomes. Man open, that's Marquez Valdez-Scantling. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. Mahomes now over 200 yards already in this first half. It's 1st and 10. Mahomes going to throw. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Mahomes now to throw. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion. And both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Mahomes now 11 of 17 passing thus far. He's got his guys a 1st and 10. Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. Flush to his right. Complete. The tight end, Kelsey. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter.
Check right. Begin.
Hey, 57. Yellow.
Throwing on 1st down is Mahomes. Going to throw right side here. Complete. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. Well, they've already... allowed 3 sacks in this first half, now a holding penalty.
So I think drastic measures had to be taken, right? The regular way was not working. He was getting hit almost every snap, it felt like. They had to try and keep him upright.
Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Here's Mahomes to throw, escaping the pressure right. Looking for, this is caught inside the 15. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, this will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
They'll take over 1st down and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you turn that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
Let's see if they do just that. Throwing again on 2nd down. Carr. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. A huge play there for Chicago. 53 yards. A real field flipper there, as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone. They'll run it with Jones. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down.
Well, think of it like you would a typical boxing match. The person is on his heels and absorbing blows is having a tough time. And that's what's happening to the defense right now, because the offense is on his toes and punching, and there was another 1st down run right there.
Here's Carr to throw. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Mark Barron. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Oh, he'll try and throw it deep to the other side of the field. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, partner, I think the defensive fellas got the memo, and they decided to cover him on that play.
Yeah, he's already up over 100 yards in this game. They tried a deep shot, couldn't get it.
Yeah, when you've had that much success.
He's got a convoy, and he might be Well, your QB's been sacked 4 times in the game already, and they're the holding call.
And you know darn well the offensive line coach is frustrated and upset that he's been hit that many times already. He doesn't really care that they hold now. Just don't let him get hit anymore.
And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings them up 2nd and 10. To throw again, Carr. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. Carr now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. To throw is Carr. Eluding the pressure right. Past the 20. He's going to find and complete it to Renfro. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. 33 yards that time.
What down? 180.
Right, 58, right there. Watch the out, watch the out. Check the backer, check the backer.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Flushed out right, and that's incomplete. Got out of the pocket, didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it, live to fight another down.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Throwing again, Carr. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Make it 4 touchdown passes now for Derek Carr. And his guys are going to add on to their lead. Now Carr under pressure now, and he's going to go down just inside the 5-yard line. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And the last time they had the football, they surrendered 2 points on the safety. And they don't want to do that one again.
No.
He rifles one that's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 47. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Carr. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. To throw again. Carr. Flush to his right. That is incomplete. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
Now Carr. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Miles Kennebrew with a pick. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. Not that time for Watkins. This defense figured out something in the locker room. That's 2 third-quarter picks now.
And you just wonder, did he get too comfortable in the locker room himself? His team has the lead. Take care of the football. He's putting them in jeopardy right now.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. Throwing now is Mahomes. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. On the ground is Michel, and he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
That's good for a Kansas City Chiefs. First down.
Now Mahomes steps away to his left. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10.
Yellow.
2nd and 10. Looking deep downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. From the gun, it's Mahomes. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide.
When they watch film of this game and hand out the grade sheets, he's going to really like getting a double plus on this play. Why? He scrambles and picks up a 1st down. But what else does he do? Protects himself by sliding and avoiding the big hit. Double plus, big-time play.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Good yardage after the catch as that play good for 30 and a first. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. 2nd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Escaping the pressure right. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have him looking at 3rd and 10. Forced out to his left. That's to his running back, Sony Michel. And down inside the 15 he goes. In a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified, big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And this will set them up nicely deep down in KC territory. A big run there by Jones. 79 yards. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation. Here's Carr. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete. Kevin King, the former Washington Husky, there defensively.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. Randy Gregory able to record his 5th sack of the season. A big play to start the drive got him in this position, but this defense has held firm since, and now it's 3rd and goal. Carr going to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
He's coming in motion. Hey, hey, hey. Attack.
53, check 53.
Back to the air on second down. It's Mahomes. Looking deep for Julio. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
So after a run like that, I will guarantee that the head coach is saying to himself, maybe even over his headsets to the rest of the staff, what was that all game long? We needed that. That's the type of run we planned for going into the game. Didn't get much of that, but let's move it forward. Let's build on it, get ready for the next week, and let's go play.
A well-executed 22-yard gain. To throw, it's Mahomes. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 13. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman.
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
with the Eagles.
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it was against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. They'll go again to Jones. And he's got a good gain of 7 up to the 37.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City 1st down. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number. That's caught inside the 20. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Julio Jones. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs are able to draw a bit closer.
You got to understand situational football because they're playing with the...
Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes.
Well, they tried to get 2 and ended up getting none because the quarterback had nowhere to go with the ball and ends up getting sacked.
Nowhere to go at all. Great job, though, defensively. They were ready. This is fielded at the goal line. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. Now, they're going to get about 3 here out of this 1st down run, and that'll bring up 2nd and 7. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as he'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. And now the ball's out. Carr lost it. Fumble. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as he'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the...
And the pressure gets to him again. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as it comes with 1:04 left to go in the game. Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And this will be touched by a member of the kicking team inside the 20, and it's at the 17-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
Hey, watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen. Kill, 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 kill. Easy.
Mahomes now on 1st down. Luke Kuechly in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. 30, 20, 10. And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting, but I am excited about this, and I know you are too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. Extra point splits the uprights, so still a chance with just over 20 seconds to go, but they need to get this one back, no doubt. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though now. This one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
Call it a gain of 5. A boost here to start the drive. After the penalty, it's 1st and 5. Now Carr. He's going to sling this deep downfield. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. They'll try the right side with Jones. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. So this crowd will not go home happy. It's a victory for our visitors. And I tell you, these division games, never for the faint of heart, but they come through with a tight victory here on the road.
And you find yourself working harder in a game like this too, don't you?
Yeah,
because you got to stay with it, right? You got to stay with it. You got to stay locked in. It's our type of a game. And you just mentioned it. Division game, on the road, tight, and they find a way to win it. Way to hunker down, as my old coach used to say, and find your way through.
So for our visitors, their playoff chances taken